Four Boys Garage back here, having problems with the washing machine. This is a Maytag Bravos. This particular model is the MVWX655DW1. But I think this probably applies to a lot of models of Maytag. Probably Whirlpools and some of those other brands also. But we're having problems with the machine not washing. Well, normally this wash plate would move opposite of the drum and pretty aggressively, but right now during the wash cycle they're both barely pulsing and at the same time there's no independent movement of the wash plate. So we're going to go through kind of how to put this thing in the test mode, and you can kind of go through each cycle. It's part of the diagnostics that are built into these, and we're going to get on that now. All right, obviously you want to make sure that your machine is plugged in and has power, and then you kind of want to roll this thing counterclockwise. It doesn't matter, but at least a full 360, and you want to stop there at about 9 o'clock, and then you want to go 1, 2, 3, should be at 12, back to 11, back to 12. And you should get all these lights coming on and blinking. On the camera they're blinking crazy, but they're actually blinking solid. I don't know why that's showing that way on the camera. At any rate, we're in test mode now, and what we want to do is rotate. We want to go to where it says spin, and this is a quick overview test mode where the machine will automatically go through some of the steps on its own. And you should push start. Should be cold water, and then it should change to hot water. Now it's changed to hot water. And then I've changed both of them. That's both of them. And this thing will go at its own pace. There's some steps that it has to wait. I know in the case of the wash and spin cycles, it has to have enough water in the machine to even do it. So it has to fill to a certain point before it will allow itself with the sensors to even do that. We have a document we found from Maytag. It's a service technician document. We'll put the link in the description. It's a PDF. It's like 40 pages long, and there's a lot there. We didn't really have to dig too deep, but you get to our problem. So this is our problem. The wash plate is not moving independent of the drum. Now it's going to drain. That was the wash cycle, and now the drain pump is kicked in and it's pumping. If you're having trouble with your washing machine, definitely check out that document in the description because it is super helpful. There's a lot there. So once this drains, it should kick into, so it's empty. And well, those lights are quite crazy. So this would be the spin, which is spinning normally. Crazy off balance, but you know, it kind of smooths out there. But so it'll spin, and the last thing that'll happen is, I don't know why these lights are totally crazy, but it should get to done and then unlock. That should be the last part of the test. lock until the drums quit moving. But to save some time, I guess we'll say that's the end of the test. But we've identified our problem, and we're going to get into that next. All right, showing that the cycle's done, and just wanted to get into a little bit more that you can go into a manual test mode where you can do each of those steps one at a time, kind of at your own speed, but the speed is important, and there are certain things that won't work properly. Like the wash cycle test will not work if you don't allow enough water to run in there, and that was one of the problems I was having. I couldn't get it to, in the manual test mode, show me the wash cycle, and until I went to the quick overview cycle, that's when it did it on its own, and I realized that it was allowing a lot more water to go in than I was, and that made a lot of sense. So I think it's good if you're having some problems just to kind of go through this quick overview one and let it go through each one at a time, and you can kind of see, it should go in the order that any normal wash cycle is going. And if you see something that's, not right, or I guess should be relevant to whatever problem you're having. In my case, both of these were moving together, which we noticed that the clothes were not washing as well, and it didn't quite sound right, honestly, either. So it's kind of nice having this glass lid, because we can have the lid be shut and see what's going on. So we were able to kind of quickly diagnose what was going on. So just kind of want to throw it out there, and also a reminder that document link will be in the description. Again, for service technicians, but I don't imagine you need a security clearance for it.